Famed author Salman Rushdie, who has endured death threats from extremists for decades, was stabbed Friday before a scheduled lecture in western New York, authorities said. A man stormed the stage at the Chautauqua Institution, about 70 miles south of Buffalo, at about 11 a.m. and attacked the 75-year-old Rushdie and an interviewer, New York State Police Major Eugene J. Staniszewski said in a statement. Rushdie suffered an apparent stab wound to the neck, and was transported by helicopter to an area hospital. His condition is not yet known, according to the statement. The interviewer suffered a minor head injury, officials said. A state trooper assigned to the event immediately took the suspect into custody. 3 law enforcement sources briefed on the investigation identified the attacker as 24-year-old Hani Matar, with a last listed address in New Jersey. Rushdie is best known for the Satanic Verses, which has been banned in Iran and is considered by some Muslims to be blasphemous. Rushdie was seated on stage being introduced when a young man in all black approached him, took out a knife and stabbed him directly in the neck, said witness Julia Mineva Braun, who was seated in the 5th row. Mineva Braun, who teaches Russian at State University of New York at Fredonia, said she originally thought the attacker was a stagehand helping Rushdie with sound. From the audience's left there's a guy running, dressed up in black, and he came and I was thinking he was fixing Mr. Rushdie's microphone because he was getting to his neck. Mineva Braun, 47. Then and all of a sudden we see the knife and the first stab was right into the artery, into his neck, and then several stabs a little bit lower into the shoulder blade. The stabbing unfolded and ended in seconds, as Rushdie tried to flee his attacker and they both fell just feet behind the chairs as audience members flooded the stage to help the writer and pin the assailant, Mineva Braun said. He didn't say a word, he didn't say anything, Mineva Braun said of the attacker, who appeared to be a young man in his 20s. Rushdie is one of the most acclaimed novelists in contemporary literature, celebrated for his provocative mix of magical realism and historical allegory. In books such as Midnight Children and the infamous The Satanic Verses, Rushdie dazzled readers with his energetic prose style and impressed critics with his thematic ambition. Midnight Children, published in 1981, earned him the prestigious Booker Prize. The Satanic Verses, featuring a character based on the Islamic prophet Muhammad, outraged much of the Muslim world when it was published in the late 1980s, inspiring protests and leading Iran's Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini to issue a fatwa, or edict, calling for his death.